Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I hope that you are having a good day, or it might be night where you're at. Well, it might be like 4 p.m. where you're at, which is sort of on the time. I don't know how to say it. The time I'm used to after spending a week in Boston. Boston. We were in Boston. And so we're back home from ETS and EPS. I didn't stream from there on my channel, but I streamed on a number of different channels. So you guys might have followed that. I did not have appropriate time to actually stream on my channel. Would have loved to. One of these days, maybe we'll run one of those streams on my channel. You know, I'm not famous enough. I'm not popular enough. But you know who I'm popular for? This guy right here. He thinks I'm the most famous person on the planet.
Oh, hello.
I got you drinking. Just realized I don't have
It was water, though. It was water, I promise.
Yeah. And yeah, Tom thinks I'm the most popular, famous YouTuber there is on the planet. I'm the greatest.
Oh, man. Good to have you back.
Thanks. You're not sitting next to me today. You are in your own office.
Yes, I'm at home today because the kids are off. Yay. The kids are off. My son was like, "Papa, I'm home this week." I was like, "Oh my God, amazing, buddy." And he's like, "Are you just joking?" And I was like, he knows now. He knows now when I'm being sarcastic, you know?
Yeah. So Tom, how was your week?
Oh man, it's been I missed you, man. Seriously. It was like, you realize you spend a lot of time with people when they're gone for an entire week, and you're like, oh man, this sucks. I have no one to call. I have nowhere to go.
Yeah, remember when you were in you were in Nashville?
Yeah, I mean,
I told you the same thing. I told you the same thing when you got back.
That's right. It's weird, man. It's weird. But good to have you back. How was it? How was everything?
So we'll get into it a little bit. Let me just, I realize I don't have water with me, so I'm going to...
You're going to text your wife to bring you water?
No, I'm going to text my wife to tell her to fill up the water bottle and have one of my kids bring it. This is one of the reasons it's good having kids. Just tell them to do stuff.
That's right.
So hit the like button, guys. If you're not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. But please hit the like button. We got 9 people in here. We got only 3 people who've actually hit the like button, which is like pathetic, absolutely pathetic. Not that you guys are pathetic. It's just pathetic that having 3. I look at it and it's depressing. So go ahead and hit that. Yeah, man, it was great. It really was fun. Got to see people that I haven't seen in a year, which is always great. You've watched my streams with Carl Moser, right?
Yes, of course.
Yeah. So, for those who haven't, you guys need to go back and watch. I've interviewed Carl 3 times on this channel on deification, on the book of Hebrews, and authorship on the book of Hebrews, and then on essentially justification and some of the nuances there in regards to the conversation historically, Calvin and all that, John Owen, and then like modern day Calvinists predominantly, and kind of, what's going on and all that. So Dave and I, our pastor David, we were on the plane. Actually, we got to the airport, got set up. This is actually on our second flight. So we flew somewhere. We flew to Colorado and then switched planes, and then we're there, and then Carl Moser comes up, and we're like, "Hey, what's up, man?" We're like, "Oh, we're on the same flight." So it's crazy because we sat together.
Oh, that's cool.
And I, look, I'll put it out there. I don't know if Carl's going to see this. Probably not. But sorry, Carl. And I apologize to him. He was supposed to do work on the plane for 5 hours.
With you and David, there's no way.
We ended up having, essentially, we were in seminary for 5 hours with him. Just asking him questions and just listening to him, man. He's so, every time I spend time with him, I could go on for another like 5 hours. I don't get tired of the guy just teaching me. He has so much to give. And I was like, Carl, you need to start a YouTube channel. He's like, well, I don't like it. You make videos and then people respond to it, then you got to keep up with it. I was like, no, just do it. Just like sit there and lecture and then don't care about what anyone else has saying out there about what you just said.
Just ignore it.
Like we'll all watch it, man. He has so much to give, man. So much to give. And so yeah, super exciting. Got to hang out with a YouTube crew. I'm gonna play a video just for the heck of it. Just a little bit of a video, by the way.
So wait, you're telling me you were next to Carl Moser having insane conversations and you didn't take out your phone and record any of it?
Yeah, I didn't. Yeah, because not everything should be recorded.
Man, come on, man. So it didn't happen. It basically didn't happen.
It happened.
You can't prove this happened.
So, yeah. Dude, what happened to... It's interesting. Okay. So went through a bunch of sessions. Hung out a lot with the Dizzle, D Wood, IP, Inspiring Philosophy. We did streams again on their channels and stuff. If people are interested, you can go watch some of the streams we did. But I wanted David Wood actually gave a professional. We'll talk about David a little bit here because I want to talk about what's her name, the Royce Report and all that stuff.
Really?
Yeah. But David gave an academic paper on the satanic verses. Right. Did a really good job. Professional. As a matter of fact, you've probably never seen David Wood dressed like this.
I was shocked when I saw him in the whole suit. That's pretty epic.
So
it looks like he's barely fitting in there though.
Yeah,
he's
wide.
Like the coat is squeezing right there on the shoulder area, on the traps.
So we're all sitting in the back, a bunch of us. Me, Pastor David, Vocab, Anthony Rogers, just a bunch of people. Inspiring Philosophy. We're there to support David. He's giving this talk, right? And this is the way he starts it, Tom.
To be among scholars, not among...
Hang on. Actually, let me put this as regular because we're not going to watch a lot of it. So here's what he says.
It's good to be among scholars, not among barely literate YouTube rabble. And their unrefined, unsophisticated videos.
That's good.
Lots of people think that the Satanic Verses is just the title of a Salman.
So, for those who haven't seen it, go on David's channel, go to Apologetics Roadshow, and watch this. It's a really good professional level academic paper he presented. Did some Q&A on that with the people in the crowd. Again, scholars in the crowd. But yeah. Really good. I mean, I'm so kind of overwhelmed. We had the Apologetics conference that happened afterwards. So Thursday night, Friday night, and then Saturday during the day, Sound Faith conference. And Tyson did a really good job. Saw Bart Ehrman debate Mike Licona, which is really good. Saw Mike Licona in conversation with Dale Allison about some really, really interesting issues. And then all, so there's breakout sessions. I sat through 2 breakout sessions, and those I sat through breakout sessions done by a guy named Ryan Mullins, Dr. Ryan Mullins, who's been on my channel as well. He is an intelligent man, and we'll have him back on. It was cool, man. I had people come up to me and say, "What's going on?" I had people come up to me and say, "Hey, when are we doing the next collaboration and stuff like that? Like when are we gonna?" So that was really cool.
Any praise with reason shout outs?
No praise with reason shout outs. But people knew we did the conference. People spoke to me about the conference.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
So people came up to me and said, "How'd the conference go, man? We saw that you had David and Ruslan out there. So we spoke about the conference." I had Inspiring Philosophy come up to me and said, "I'm really mad at you because you didn't invite me to your event."
Wow.
And I said, "Mike, if you're nice and good, I'll have you at the next one."
That's funny.
But it was interesting. I was sitting at a dinner table, and somebody said, and I'd met this gentleman before, but he said, "Arthur, man, I didn't know you were as well known in the apologetics world." I was like, What,
You
I'm
should be
not.
like, me neither. Me
I was like,
neither.
I'm not. It's like, what are you talking about? I'm not. Then he goes, bro, I was watching Ruslan and he was giving you a shout out. I was like, well, thanks, Ruslan. He sort of always pushes, promotes, and gives me shout outs. So we had
So
a
was
fun
Ruslan
conversation.
there or no?
Ruslan wasn't there, no.
Oh, Ruslan wasn't there.
Yeah, Ruslan's been MIA.
Hmm.
Sort of. Okay, we'll let him announce all that stuff whenever he's streaming. So let's look at some of the comments, Tom. There's something wrong here. There's nothing wrong here. Tom
I'm
is
not in the
not
studio.
in studio.
That's, yeah.
AHB Spoke says, I have some praise news. Well, go for it. Go. I went to the hospital today for a lump in my throat. Oh, that's just, the way that sentence starts is terrifying. I was taking bad news. Specialist did the camera down the nose. All clear, woohoo. Yeah,
So what
well,
was
if the worst you went through was a camera down your nose, praise God.
Yeah.
Right? Like,
Yeah.
awesome. That's really, really cool to hear. The apologetics empire.
Because cameras can go all kinds of places. Modern technology.
Thanks,
Down
Tom.
the nose. Down the nose is the easy route, brother.
Okay, thanks, Tom. We're going to stop that conversation there before it goes anywhere else. Jerome says the apologetics empire extended universe. Okay.
I mean, that was pretty cool. Hey, to be fair, when you go to these events, you don't talk to me, so I had no idea.
I don't talk to anyone.
I know. So I just turned on David Wood's live because I got a notification, and then I saw you in the back, and I was like, "Oh, this is so cool!" So I shared it out to my wife and my brother and stuff, and they all started watching. It was actually really cool. That was at first you were way in the back. Like way in the back. You were in the kitchen.
Yeah, I got there. So I got there late, and they had already
set up. And then I was
up.
like, "Who are these unknown apologists right in front of him?" And then once it cleared out,
so we did one on Hatun Tosh's channel the night before.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the internet quality was bad, but we got through it. Well, I was sitting in the front, but got to meet Hatun, which was a treat to spend time with her and meet her and all that stuff. For those who know Hatun, she is a firecracker of a person. She's been assaulted multiple times at Speaker's Corner. Somebody tried to stab her in the face. Not tried to, stabbed her in the face, like near the eye and stuff like that. Big dudes try to like attack her and stuff, and she's also Turkish, so it was interesting hanging out.
What's
with
her
her
channel? Because I don't see any lives on her Hatun Tosh DCCI Ministries.
Yeah,
I don't see any lives for the last.
She has two channels, so it's DCCI Ministries is the one you should go to.
DCCI Ministries. Okay.
Yeah.
Man, she's killing it with subscribers.
Here, as you can see here, there I am.
Oh, that's cool.
Sitting next to the one and only.
So what was
John
that?
Craig.
What was that place right there? Well, that was just like one of the Airbnbs or something?
Yeah,
Nice.
Yeah. So,
Very cool.
Look at David there eating ice cream. He ate that entire tub of ice cream.
Of course he did. Man, David is a crazy eater. Oh my god.
He can eat. You know, it was
he was putting us to shame at our restaurant, like our ethnic restaurant.
He killed it. Like even we went out to eat and he kept like he ordered a bunch of stuff and then we ate it and then the other side of the table was sort of slow on it, and then David's like, if you guys aren't gonna eat that, send it down to the trash decomposer. But he can eat. He's got an appetite. Props to him. But so let's talk about David a little bit. I bring him up because you sent me a link and an article. You're the one that broke this news to me, by the way, about Julie Royce and the Royce Report doing an article on David and the things that David confessed in his 6-hour live stream. And then I send those immediately.
Had David seen it?
He had not seen it. So I send it to him.
Wow.
I'm the one who broke the news to him. And And then a couple of other people sent it to him. And I don't know if you've seen what's happened, by the way, if you've kept up with it.
No, I haven't.
Julie Royce has been absolutely embarrassed online.
Oh, wow.
Twitter has eaten her up. There's a lady that goes on with David a lot. Jai, I believe her name is. Jai did essentially did an expose on Julie Royce.
Wow.
And Julie, like this stuff about Julie, I haven't seen that one, but essentially, allegedly, Julie like stalking some folks like back in the day, like always calling them, all this stuff. So here's what ended up happening. The Royce report ended up releasing an apology, saying that their article, the journalist took liberties in interpreting certain things.
Wow.
But bro, I'm telling you, like Twitter went crazy. Like Mike Winger came to defense of David Wood. Mike Winger of all people. And so I tweeted out, look at this. Julie Royce has brought Mike Winger and David Wood together. And the amount of likes and like comments and whatever, like reposts and stuff like that I got on that was like insane. And so basically they went after her. Like the thing is, she didn't write the article. Someone else wrote the article, but it was a horrible article.
Yes.
It was like the person just looked for clicks and didn't care about like the context of David, his person, the stuff David said. Like, oh, he gleefully said this and he wasn't remorseful in the video and all that stuff. And so I'd recommend, go ahead.
Sorry, this was that initial article was written by Mark Kellner. That was his name.
Mm-hmm.
But there was a second article. I don't know if you saw the second article.
No.
Which even made me more angry. I just sent it to you in the chat. Which was actually written by Julie Royce. Now, if you look at the title to this one, it just goes to prove who Julie Royce actually is. By the way, and us Calvinists have been saying this for many years because of kind of her attacks on John MacArthur and the way he would do church ministry, which even if some of those things were true, anyways,
sorry.
Did you see that?
I'm looking for it. What chat did you send that to me in?
To the YouTube chat.
Oh yeah, I can click it. I can click it here. So yes, Ivan, he's right. Ivan
this
said,
one was written.
Ivan just corrected me. He said
2 days
Arthur
ago.
Jai is the guy who did the special. Doc is his wife. He detailed the disturbing relationship that might have been a borderline PDF file behavior and LGBTQ stuff. Like that stream like went crazy. So Julie Royce ended up like whatever. They sent out these apologies and stuff like that. Now the apologies are like weird apologies, is what I would say, because it's, hey, we were wrong. We shouldn't have done this, and that. But they still kept the article up. But she got absolutely like demolished on these issues. Okay, so I haven't seen this article. This was written November 22nd, which is 2 days ago. It says, can a psychopath and rapist be fit for ministry? A response to apologist David Wood. Now she's on edge. I'll tell you what happened. David, she wrote all the article they published and stuff. And then she sent David like an email saying, would you come, let's do a podcast together or something. David took a screenshot of that, put it on the internet, and said, Julie Royce, David Wood is X, Y, and Z, this, that, he's not fit for ministry. Also Julie Royce, let's do a podcast together. And he said, no, I won't do it. And then she said something like, well, I reached out to you and stuff like that. And then David said, stop stalking me. I don't want to talk to you. Now, that might be the reason why she's responding this way. Like, is he fit for ministry and these sort of stuff. It's just bad journalism, man. It was obvious. Look, Protestia wrote an article about this as well. I don't know if you've read the Protestia article. It was a lot better of an article, right? It was, saying all the stuff about David, but it had large quotes. It wasn't like Islamic scholar Daniel Hikakachu said. Daniel Hikakachu is not an Islamic scholar.
Mm-hmm.
The guy has no degrees in Islam. And by the way, he says he's not an Islamic scholar. Daniel Hikakachu also believes it's completely fine to marry young kids. So anybody who's worth, their their bread in this situation can't get out there and say we're accusing David of all this stuff, but the guy we're going to quote is completely fine with this stuff.
Yeah.
Like just because they're accusing, just because they're going after David Wood and all that stuff.
Well, here's the thing. This is the beauty of the internet, man. And this is why I'm so happy, because if this was like 20, 30 years ago, you have an article like this written, it's published in some newspaper, then a media, whatever, big time media picks it up, Fox News, CNN, they share this, destroy a person's reputation, even if it's unjust. And then that's it, it's done. The guy gets no speaking engagements. He has his close-knit group of friends. But now it's like you could just go online on your own channel and explain things and respond. And they don't have that kind of authority.
So here's a crazy thing. That article, and this is how I know a number of things in that article are a lie. Okay. That article specifically said, we tried to contact David Wood, but there was no way to contact him. Now, if you go on David's YouTube channel, there's an email there that you can contact them through. The other thing is, 2 days later, Julie Royce sent David an email. You're an investigative journalist. You know there are multiple ways to contact him. Like, okay, even if you can't find a way to contact David regularly interacts with some people. Say, Apostate Prophet is one of them. There are ways to contact Apostate Prophet a lot easier. By the way, David's horrible at like responding to stuff. Like everybody knows that. You know that, Tom. Like you'd be like, "Hey, has David responded?" When I was going back and forth to him, and I was like, "No, man." Yeah. And you could contact other people that are friends with him and regularly interact with him, and then say, "Hey, we're writing an article on this guy. We need him. Can you guys?" And made a way to. You could have DM'd him on Twitter or messaged him on Twitter. You've done 80 million things. And the idea, like, we try to contact him, but there's no way to contact him. And then 3 days later, you're actually emailing him and going back and forth in an email. Just tells me that you're not entirely truthful in that situation. So, I'm going to watch this. I haven't seen it. So.
So this is a recent thing that was done.
Bro, so Giant Doc went after Julie Royce, did investigative reporting actually.
Was this in response to the article situation?
It was in response to the article. Yeah.
Even Sam came to his defense, somebody says here in the comments.
Yeah, I haven't seen what Sam said, but that's Sam's behavior. In the sense of like Sam will like trash David and then be like, he's great and all that stuff. And to be fair, David said things like, I think in the 6-hour stream, David said something like, look, if Sam can control himself, he'll be the greatest Bible teacher of our generation. Like he made a comment like that. So she is no investigative journalist. She's a hack.
Yeah, I completely agree with that, by the way. I think your intentions matter, right? Where you start. If your intentions are pure and pure meaning that you kind of do journalism in the Christian realm, and when these things happen, like something terrible happens, and you come out and write about it and try to somehow present it in how should Christians view this? How should we learn from this? That's good. How can this edify the church? But if your main thing is to keep looking, pulling up the cushions and trying to look under it to find dirt, then two things, right? You'll end up lying, kind of like what she does, or exaggerating or being dishonest about things. Or two, you'll have to make things up, right? That's another thing. You just start making things up. Or and maybe three, anyone's life you look at very deeply and closely with a microscope. I'm sure you're going to find an article to write, right? Like,
yeah, of course.
I wonder if someone looked at my life or your life or anybody else's life. It's like, yeah, you could write a bad article about me too, but it's like, should that be what a so-called Christian journalist, or should that?
Yeah, it was interesting. I was talking to Anthony Rogers about this, and Anthony Rogers was saying, and he was saying it's a very similar thing to what you're saying. The idea of we don't necessarily see this in the Bible to like go around with the intent of finding dirt on people.
Yeah.
Like what we'll see is like, yeah, God exposes people. Like it's fine in the church when something's exposed that we, discipline and all that stuff like that. All those things are fine. But this aspect of like your entire intent, I mean, you can't call it a ministry because it's not, but she specifically focuses on the church. And so like it's within the Christian church he's doing this with. And, I think there were some concerns that Anthony was bringing up and saying, like, where do we see this? Like, how do we come across this? I thought that was an interesting conversation him and I had, because I see maybe there's a need for it because you don't want people, abusing and doing various things that are completely off the wall crazy. But then it's like, well, this is our, our entire intent is this.
I mean, in this day and age, man, those things naturally happen. Like if God wants to expose someone, or if something about someone is that bad that rises to a level of, oh, people should know, they should be rebuked, that stuff usually gets out there. It's through, somebody at the church whistleblowing or something like that. News gets out there, people comment on it. But the idea that, it's funny, her tagline on her website is reporting the truth and restoring the church.
Yeah.
Like, who gave you the authority to like restore the church, first of all? And is the church actually that bad right now where we need Julie Royce and her team to have a dedicated business on finding dirt on the church?
Yeah,
like, that seems a
again,
little odd.
even if they do, you would want their reporting to be good, is what I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Like, and that article specifically, I don't follow her that much. But that article specifically was one of the worst written things I've ever seen. A 14, 15-year-old would have written a better article if they just paid attention to what's going on YouTube. Yeah. Like if people just paid attention to Sam and David's beef, or Sam and AP's beef, Sam and David's and Sam's and all that stuff, and the issues and the things that were being said, you would have done a better job writing an article. If you just watch David's interview, and it doesn't take a lot of time, right? If you just watch David's interview with Pints with Aquinas, even just the last hour, if you watched it, you would have gotten a very, very good understanding of David's psychological kind of state and the condition he has. And then you would have written a pretty decent article just to explain the situation. You wouldn't say things like, oh, how come there's no remorse in this guy? A guy that's never felt guilt in his life. Right? Like so people started making fun of her. Like, oh, a guy who's never felt guilt in his life wasn't feeling guilt when he was confessing to certain things. So this is ridiculous.
And that's not an excuse for David. That's how he actually is. It's like an actual psychological condition, right? This is not like It's not just someone saying like, yeah, I'm a normal dude with but I feel no guilt, and so I can excuse my life. He actually has the condition. Like,
correct.
He admits it. There's a name for it. What's the name of his condition?
It's an antisocial disorder.
Yeah. I mean, dude.
So
what else do you want from the guy? I really like the Paul.
She went after. I just noticed she went after Mike Winger too, because Mike Winger came under the article and started going at her.
Oh, she went after Mike Winger as well.
Well, in this article, she's got a big picture of Mike Winger up. Yeah. What a good-looking guy. So nice. So nice. Look at that. How can you say anything negative about this guy? Look at this. This was Winger's response. Yes, he sounds casual, Winger replied. David always sounds casual because he is a diagnosed psychopath. Mm. So yeah, we spoke about a number of these things, but this was happening as we were there. This picture actually makes David Wood look like a psychopath.
Was he willing to discuss this stuff, or he kind of wanted to put it aside?
Which stuff?
David.
Dude,
Just these articles.
David publicly had said things like, if these people came and pressed charges on me, I'd plead guilty and go to jail.
Yeah, I saw that.
Like, it's not like, the thing is that he's not like justifying it. He's not saying like, he's saying it was wrong. I did it. I wasn't a Christian. I didn't care about any of these things. Like, he's not giving any excuses.
Yeah.
You know, so the thing is like people saying, oh, he's disqualified for ministry. For what? Okay, clearly it's sinful. Clearly it's wrong. Clearly it's illegal. Here's David's response, and I thought this was interesting. He was saying, and this actually brings to the level about how sensitive we are to sexual sins as opposed to other kinds of sins in America. Give me this example.
Yeah.
One of the things David said is, bro, I bashed my dad's head in with a hammer. And these people never said I'm disqualified for doing this stuff. And then I confessed to this stuff, and now they think I'm disqualified. Like, I tried to kill a man.
Yeah.
Same period of time, by the way. These events happened very close to each other. And now I'm like disqualified over it. So like, I don't know whether we're desensitized to violence. Like, and I know that, Me Too movement and all that stuff has brought maybe like people in our culture to a place where we're like hyper vigilant and attentive to a certain thing. And I'm not trying to say one is worse than the other. I'm just saying this guy tried to commit like cold-blooded murder. And people knew about it, and they're like, oh, he went to jail, he did his time. He's a Christian now, kind of thing. And he didn't go to jail for the other thing because nobody went and pressed charges. Nobody did anything. That's why he never went to jail. And so it's just interesting to me that would be something that there would be quite a bit of attention like that.
Well, also we are a hyper-sexualized culture.
Yeah.
Right? Like, so if you look at articles on Instagram, like especially from the New York Post and stuff, you'll always see stuff like OnlyFans model does this, or a middle school teacher sleeps with 11-year-old, and it's like those are the articles that are getting clicks because that's what people are interested. It's like man does home mortgage fraud is not going to get clicks. Like, let's be real. Even if the damage is like really bad, right? So that's the culture we're living in. But I think what I was going to say before is I think the references to Paul are very solid in this David Wood situation. I see a lot of that online. It's like, what would these people have said about Paul? Like imagine Julie Royce writing an article after Paul was writing his epistles and going like, is this man fit for ministry after he ran around killing Christians and striking the fear of God into their hearts? Like, is that the kind of things he would have written or she would have written? So I like those examples because it really goes to show what this modern culture has done, Arthur. And that's when you give everyone a voice, then you're gonna have to deal with this kind of stuff. Like in a serious society, in my opinion, in any serious society, someone like Julie Royce doesn't have a voice. Like she just doesn't. And this David situation isn't the first time she's done this. And when I say she doesn't have a voice, I don't mean she doesn't have the free speech to say what she wants to say. Like she'll be jailed. I mean, nobody would be taking this stuff seriously. But in this culture, it's like this, like you can just draw people in with clickbaity. Like, come on, like whatever you want to say about her, like and her trash views and stuff, to write something like, is a rapist fit for ministry? Like that's gonna get clicks, but it's so dishonest. And what you're doing to your brother, if you profess to be a Christian, about his past prior to when he believed in Jesus, prior to his conversion, to bring that up to here. I'll say it this way, guys, if anyone's listening here, to bring up what Jesus has already been crucified for and his blood is covered and the man has repented for, as a means to say that like the guy is unfit for ministry, it's really disturbing to me. Especially when you said, Arthur, the guy himself said, yeah, if somebody wanted to hold me accountable for my past sins, sure,
Mm.
I'd be held accountable. Like that's so dishonest and it's so unchristian. I would go on one of my radical rants here and say that I don't think she's even a Christian, but then you would be like, whoa, 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 slow down. I don't want to go there.
And you don't have we don't have grounds on that stuff regardless. Just because people do wrong stuff, I don't think it makes sense. But the thing was that the public response to her, generally speaking, was negative.
Yeah.
Right. And that, again, that doesn't determine truth or not. I mean, she's written other articles, right? Like she's the one who broke the Ravi story as far as I remember. So she's broken other, like, what's it called?
She's like our Candace Owens. She's like our Protestant Candace Owens.
Oh gosh.
Except much less interesting.
Yeah, I guess so.
I wonder if she has a YouTube channel, by the way.
I think so. Yeah, I think so.
Oh, she does. If it looks like a Karen and walks like a Karen. Oof.
Who said that?
I'm just saying she looks like Karen. She looks like the Karen.
So one of the criticisms I heard that she got from a lot of people, actually someone posted this here. It said she wants to be a female pastor concerning on so many levels. She picked on a disability. It's ableism. She's picking on a disabled person. Oh, I should text David that. Be like, David, this is the next title for your next video about Julie Royce. And he's gonna. By the way, David's gonna do some streams, I think, responding to all this stuff now that he's back. But it should be something like Julie Royce, the ableist, picking on my disability. That'd be funny. Let's see. Yeah, so it seems like a lot of people were saying, oh, the reason why you're going after people is because a lot of these people are against women being pastors, and you really want this. And yeah, so.
Oh, is that her view? She's egalitarian to that?
Well, somebody in the comments just wrote that too. She wants to be a female pastor. And so if she wants to be a female pastor, I mean, she could technically go be one. Like plenty of people will ordain her to be that.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so yeah, so the actual thing that David has is antisocial personality disorder.
That makes sense.
Anybody who spends 10, 15 minutes with David will notice that.
Yeah.
Just saying. It's very obvious.
Yeah.
It's very obvious that when he's in public and the way he interacts with people is like learned behavior of interaction, but not something that just like immediately comes out. We've already seen Tom call actual pastors unbelievers. So this can't be that deep.
No, this ain't deep at all.
Jamie, I'm not Apologia Studios, man. I know you corrected yourself, but correct yourself 3 more times as a repentance. You only did it twice. Your penance is not enough. You need to do it 3 times, thrice. Do you think someone who uses Christianity to rape women is a Christian? Do you think someone who uses Christianity to rape someone is a Christian?
How do you use Christianity to rape someone?
I mean, the question...
I guess like it would be like God told me in the Bible, or God told me in a dream that I need to rape you or something.
Yeah, I mean, look, do you think somebody who uses Christianity to enslave people is a Christian or could be a Christian? So I think by that, like, I think people can be saved. Let me just say a very, very simple statement and I'll qualify it. I think people can be saved and do horrendous evils. Okay? Do horrendous evils. Now, Jamie's talking about Sam's situation because David revealed that stuff. Look, I think that's extremely concerning. The thing that doesn't even the thing that comes to my mind isn't necessarily like the person's a Christian or not, but my immediate thing has to do with the manipulation. And there are certain responsibilities and behaviors and all that stuff that one should have if one is leading Bible studies in a church. And so you have to be very careful. As someone who's led Bible study for the past 20 years, you have to be extremely, extremely careful when interacting with people.
Yeah.
Right. Interacting with people that are a part of your group.
Also, the thing is like accountability.
Yeah.
Like, have you been held accountable? Right. So like that's really important to me. If you're talking about like someone being in a church or being a Christian who's who's sinned or has done something terrible, is like, did the church hold him accountable? Did they go through the process of bringing the sin to light, doing all that kind of stuff? Was there a repentance that happened? Like, it would be like if like 20, 30 years later, I found out someone at my church who I knew and I prayed with and I hung out with or whatever did like a bunch of crazy stuff while they were a Christian that never came to light, then yeah, that's a legitimate question you're asking. But if it's something like, let's say, and I know I don't know which one Sam Shamoun's situation, but if it's something someone did and it was dealt with and kind of stuff, and then like 25 years later, some new person finds out about it, and it's like, okay, like that community dealt with it, people close to that person dealt with it, like it's not your place anymore. Like, what are you like? Yeah, you can talk about it, but you can't condemn the person. The guy has gone through that process.
Yeah.
So I don't know
like
which one Sam's situation is.
Yeah. I don't want to, well,
I'd be
I
curious.
don't want to get the details of it. People can go watch the 6-hour stream and know what's going on. But yeah, so this is interesting. Jamie, I really like this. So, Paul speaking to Christians here and says that if you act like this, you're worse than an unbeliever, right? Like the believers who don't tend to their own family comes to mind. Now, notice that statement. Right? Paul doesn't say you're not believers. He doesn't say you're not saved. He says, but in your actions, you are worse than unbelievers. Right? Even in the context of people taking each other to court in the New Testament, where Paul says, is there no one wise enough to make judgments between you guys? That you guys would have to take each other in front of non-believers? Like, so this is why I constantly say, I don't jump the gun. I think maybe the difference between, and Tom brought this up, the difference between me and Tom sometimes is that he's a bit quicker. He's a little trigger happy, this Tom guy, in the sense of saying, hey, this so-and-so is not a Christian and stuff, where I just think that people can be believers and Christians and just do really, really dumb and stupid stuff, right? So yeah. A couple of comments. Jerome said, David was surprisingly nice to me. I don't know. Tatiana says, I agree with Jerome. I thought David was nice, was so nice. He spent hours talking to high school kids, more social than me. You might need to get checked out, Tatiana. Go to the doctor and psychological test. No, but the reason why David does that is because he's learned to do that. He understands that's the right thing to do. He doesn't necessarily do that because he gets, like he's like, oh, I feel bad for them. I should go talk to them. That's not why he's doing it. Again, I've been telling people to go watch his interview with Pints with Aquinas, with Matt Fradd, because David speaks about like how he's duty oriented. Like he understands it's the duty is that situation calls for a certain dutiful act, right? To do certain things a certain way. And he does those things. That's the way he functions. One of the things actually, do you know that David did this fundraiser?
No, I don't.
Okay, I'm going to pull this up. It's hilarious.
What is this at ETS?
This is at ETS, and David posts a video. Okay, it's a 2-minute video. We're going to quickly watch these things. Okay, and I'm going to tell you guys.
I might know what you're talking about.
So here's what David said. Flash blessing, help these Christian nerds.
Hey, what's up, everyone? We're going to do something called Flash Blessing. Flash Blessing, you got that? Here at EPS and ETS, one of the big Christian academic conferences of the year, but also the best place to get books on Christian topics, theology, anything involving apologetics, because all the...
By the way, it's like a candy store for nerds.
Man, look at that.
Look at that. Look at that. 50% discount.
publishers come
Now,
out.
were these
they bring out all
legitimate
their latest
50%
stuff.
discounts? Or?
They cut out the middleman, so everything is massively discounted. Anyway, best place to get books for people who read them. I know 4 guys here who still read a ton of stuff and yet never have book money to get all the books they want. I was thinking we could all help them out this year. You know 2 of them, Anthony Rogers and Vocab Malone. Anthony, I've never seen anyone read that much stuff and absorb it all. Vocab, he does tons of stuff. He gets everything on the topics he's interested in and goes out and uses it with the Hebrew Israelites and so on. Anthony, everything dealing with the Trinity, Tawhid, and so on. Then there's 2 guys you don't know, and you might never know them, but super cool guys. They are both seminary students. One's from Pakistan. They call him Taliban for Christ. And the other is from Nigeria. They call him Boko Haram for Christ. But these are guys who are training.
I met both.
Did he make that up? Did he make that up?
No. That's what they call it.
That's hilarious.
Learning apologetics, learning polemics, learning theology to confront Islam effectively where they're from. I'd like to basically cover all these guys' books, anything they want. So set up a little give, send, go. We put $2,000, basically 4 guys. That would give them $500 each. So anyway, if everyone goes over there, chips in $5 or $10, I can tell them tomorrow that they've got a book budget and I think they'll probably lose their minds. So let's do the easy part. Let's kick in a few bucks. These guys will get some books, learn the material, and they'll do the rest. Links in the description box.
Okay, let's click on the link in the description box. So remember what he said, right? They want to raise $2,000. So they ended up raising $8,500.
Wow. That's impressive, dude.
So David goes, there's a bunch of us hanging out, and David goes, hey, we're going to the bookstore. Who wants books? Because we like over-raised money and we need to spend it on books. And so we show up to the bookstore and it's closed because it was at like 6:10 or something, and it closed. And then so we made a decision that everybody come to the bookstore at 12 o'clock. And so we all showed up. And so the guys got a lot of books and all that stuff. So I got a couple too. I mean, a number of mine that I got, because I didn't have enough place in my luggage. I would have had to throw clothing away. I actually threw my shoes away because of books.
Oh, wow.
I left my shoes there. I left
your
the
old
sweater there. No. Dress shoes. And so I got a couple of books, and then I got a number of them coming as well because I've ordered them. So one of them I got really interesting because I'm trying to get into reading some stuff on the eternal generation of the Son, on the Trinity. So I got a book called Proclaiming the Triune God.
Wow.
The Doctrine of the Trinity and the Life of the Church.
And it
a
looks
number
like
of these,
you already put a dent in it there.
Huh?
Did you already read that book? It looked like a few pages were already read.
Yeah, I've read a few pages. I got a number of these for free, so this was cool. Like I got this journaling Bible through 1st and 2nd Corinthians. That was given by the publishers. So the publishers give away a lot of stuff for free as well. So this is cool. I was like, yeah, I've been going through 1st Corinthians. Why not use this? So got this. I got this one's really cool. I got this one because I went to my Biola, the Talbot School of Theology, had a gathering. So I went and they gave all of us this for free. So connecting scripture, this is the New Testament. The way it is any reference to the Old Testament in this Bible, in this New Testament, is in green. So it's like that's really cool and fast way to see like what the references are back to the Old Testament.
Yeah, they basically did the highlighting for you.
Yeah, essentially. And then the net translators were there, the Net Bible, right? And I use the Net Bible in church and all that stuff. And then they had these for free. So I got the last one they had. This is a large print Net Bible, hardcover.
Oh, that's awesome.
So
let's see the print size here. Oh, that's great. That's decent.
Yeah, so I've decided what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to give it as a gift to someone. I'm not going to keep this one because I already have one that I use, and I'm going to wait until the right person comes by. And usually I just pay attention. If they're like new believers, they're studying their Bible, they're asking me a bunch of questions. Now I'm like, okay, that person's going to get that. Now going back to the books, that I purchased. Jesus Contradicted by Mike Lacona. It says, Why the Gospels Tell the Same Story Differently. This was a book that brought up a bunch of controversy. So got this. Thanks, David Woods fans. Appreciate you guys investing into my bookshelf behind me. This book I've had in my Amazon wish list for a very, very long time. And then when the situation came out and then I saw it sitting there, I said, I got to get this one. Okay, this book is the reason why my shoes are in Boston in a trash can right now.
Let's see it. Okay. Better be a good book. Oh, that makes sense. That is a shoebox.
Yeah.
Okay.
Theistic Evolution, a scientific, philosophical, and theological critique of theistic evolution, edited by J.P. Moreland, Stephen Meyer, Christopher Shaw, Anne Geiger, Wayne Grudem. So wow. Been waiting for this one a bunch. And then let me see. Yeah, all the other books are mine. And then I also got Gary Habermas's Resurrection books. 3 of them have come out. I have one of them, so I ordered the other 2. And I think that's all the books I got.
Did our pastor get any books?
He did, yes. He got a couple of commentaries. So everything that he got is all being shipped to my house. So.
Wow.
So yeah, I think he got like 2 or 3 or something like that. But there was a guy there that probably got like 20. And then I want to show this because David posted this as well. I was there when this picture was taken, so it's true.
Hey, what's up, everyone? I'm at the airport, finally leaving this crap hole city called Boston. Just wanted to send out a thanks to everyone who contributed to our Books for Broke Nerds fundraiser. People gave way beyond what I asked. I asked for $500 for each of 4 guys. People gave way beyond that, and so ended up buying a ton of books for a bunch of different people. I was basically just saying, hey, you want some books? Hey, you want some books? Hey, grab those books. And people got a bunch of them. I did see someone asked to see what kind of books the guys are buying and so on. I'm already at the airport, but right before we left, I got Anthony to pose for a picture with his haul. So this is Anthony's haul.
Okay, I was shocked.
He insists he will read all of these books. So anyway, you got...
Okay, bro, I don't know if anybody's... like, if you watch Anthony Rogers, you see his library. It's behind him. It's gigantic. It makes mine look like nothing. I have a pretty decent library, but Anthony's like, I don't know, it's like his basement in his house or something like that. It's a wall-to-wall books. Incredible. And Anthony reads like crazy. There's something about these guys who went to jail.
Oh, he went to jail as well? I have no idea.
Yeah, Anthony went to jail as well. Who read a lot. And I think it's just like when you're in jail, you have nothing better to do. And then these guys become Christians and then they're we're just going to read. They just like become really fast readers. And Anthony, I was like, Anthony, how are you going to take all of this back? He's like, I don't know, man. I'm going to, probably like throw away a bunch of clothing or something like that. I know people. So let's finish this.
Guys ended up making a lot of nerds very happy. I'm going to get home, check out all the receipts, see how much I spent there. There's going to be a bunch left over, so I'm just going to divide it up among all those guys.
Oh, click on that video.
Did you see this? See that. So we hung out with him as well, and he got a lot of books, man. I took a picture of him with like 3 bags in his hand.
Wow.
Like these guys are seminarians, man. And so they were like, yes, we need it. So
well, I never expected to be making this video.
So this is Julian.
I just got back from the Evangelical Theological.
Now he was with a car, so he was able to take a lot.
Oh, he's a local.
He
drove there, yeah.
It was November 18th through the 20th, and I drove up there and drove down. And now I have some time to reflect on everything. But something very unexpected happened. Well, actually, a lot of unexpected things happened. The day of the conference, I think it was the first day of the conference, David Wood put a fundraiser on Give, Send, Go, essentially raising funds for people who didn't have money to buy books. I was not one of those guys. There were 4 guys who...
So he goes through it. He goes through all his books. So this is, by the way, if nobody has this book in their library, you need to get it in your library, but it's expensive. It's a very expensive book. I got it sitting in my library. Yeah, so a lot of people were just blessed by this, man. So for those who gave, thank you very much. We all appreciate it, and we have been blessed by books. Anthony, I was gonna say, Anthony reads a lot, and he's able to retain like information like crazy.
I'm so jealous of people like that. Man.
He's really, really sharp. So check this out. You know, like when it comes to smart, sharp people, was this one on meme? Yeah. Where's that guy?
Oh, you're not kidding. That book is $223.
Where are you looking?
My goodness. Amazon.
What? No. It's not supposed to be that much.
Yeah, hardcover.
Blackwell Companion to Natural Theology?
Yeah. The
Is it
hardcover is $223.
Yeah, not the hardcover. No, nobody's paying for the hardcover, bro. You're nuts if you're buying the hardcover. How long was that fundraiser active for? Yeah, I think a day. I think like a day and a half or something like that.
I have a hard time seeing. Okay. Cut. And there we go.
Show us some good videos, man. Show us some funny content here.
Oh no, I wasn't there for this one.
Oh no.
Well, Mr. Pisabi left a comment on one of the lives that I did.
Oh, that's right. Pisabi got a shout out.
Yeah, so
For kicking the table that my laptop is on.
Yeah, that's what I do. Ruin everything.
Thanks. This whole live stream's
see, I
ruined
showed
already,
up
guys.
late for that one. I was like in Uber as they were starting.
Yo, guys, we weren't able to.
But I think there's a comment made here where I think somebody says who's like the smartest guy in the room or something like that. And me and IP immediately say, this guy. And that's Ryan Mullins, by the way. So I'm trying to find Pisabi's. I don't think. Let me see.
Is my camera quality dropping on your end too over there?
Yeah.
Right. Okay. I
Yeah,
wonder
it's
what's
probably
going
fluctuating. Your internet is fluctuating.
Shout out. Pisabi got the craziest shout out, guys.
Pisabi gave me major shout out, so did.
No, I think it was way after this. Well, you know I have it. I can just send it to you. Make it easier.
You have a picture.
No, I got a screen recording of it.
Tell me what the time thing is.
I don't. I cut off the time thing, but I just sent it to you. I texted it to you. I
Where'd
just
you
sent
send
you the
it?
text. Your phone.
Saying.
Hello from you.
I love David trying to read Pisabi's accent. Because Pisabi writes the way he speaks.
Check this out, guys.
Okay, here we are. So here's
Saying.
Hello from United Real Estate of Iran. Mr. Apologetic Arthur is my #1 handsome YouTuber. Allah bless you. You posted that yourself.
I did not. That is
That's you. That's your burner account.
Slowly.
Pisabi upon him. Oh, peace be upon him. I get it. It took a while. It's peace be upon him with an Italian. God bless you all abundantly,
Pisabi would be very
exceedingly.
happy.
Was that?
Pisabi would be very happy to be thought of as an Italian. I'll tell you.
I know, huh? He would be. He would be. I wonder how many streams you did then in there. I did 3 streams.
Wow. Arthur blushing in that video. So did who had mics on them? Was there just like a
No one.
Was there any microphone? Oh, okay.
Yes,
So it
there was
just
a Yeti mic,
yeah.
and it's a omni. So they put it on omnidirectional, so it's able to catch whatever it was saying. But yeah, highly encouraged. What do you mean, John McCrae, to do more lives on this channel? John doesn't do lives, so
Pisabi blowing up. Nick says.
yeah. Oh yeah.
Julie Royce is gonna write something. Persian man.
Gives money to. But then Ted from our channel, your brother, he also wrote something and sent it in and said Arthur's like the bomb or something like that.
Yeah, that's right. He said Armenian king.
Yeah, I think so.
These guys just thought you were having people like you didn't know about any of this. You weren't asking us to comment.
I had no idea.
That's funny.
Yeah, I can't find. I think it was earlier. But yeah, just a good time, man. Good time connecting with everyone. The Apologetics conference was great. I have been told, so we'll see when it happens. Next year's Apologetics conference, my name's already written down to be one of the speakers. So,
oh wow,
that's going to be in Denver, Colorado. So better weather, I guess, than that. And there's a bunch of anniversaries happening, and so hopefully it's going to be a really, really good event. So next year,
I might come with you next year, especially if you're speaking.
Yeah, that's
Especially
hopefully Apologia Center will be booming by next year this time.
Yeah,
and we'll be able to do a lot of fun and good stuff. Maybe next year we can do our own fundraiser for people, and I can just go around and bless people buying books for them.
hey,
That'd be kind of cool.
Why not?
Maybe I can go to David Wood and say to him, "You're gonna bless me? No, I'm gonna bless you." So yeah. Nick, update on the baby. She's healthy and growing and getting all feisty. I told her about Calvinism and she started crying.
That's hilarious.
Apparently none of the Empire can do accents properly. What? I don't know what you're talking about, man.
Like those guys, the YouTubers sitting around.
Yeah, why would they do an accent?
Because they were trying to do that Italian accent, but
Oh, well, Anthony Rogers is Sicilian. Anthony's Sicilian, man.
yeah,
Like,
Anthony
this
looks
guy
like a
can't do an
mobster,
accent. This guy
honestly.
can't absolutely do any accents. He's just a plain, pasty Midwestern kind of guy, you know? What are my thoughts on modern Christians glorifying the Crusades? In what sense are they glorifying the Crusades? My response to this, Kevin, will be I don't think people have been very fair in regards to the Crusades. Now, here's a book I'm going to recommend. I'm going to reach over and grab it. That's sitting over here. Once my eye catches it, then I'll reach over.
I wonder if you're talking about, Kevin, if you're talking about the Nick Fuenteses and stuff. Or,
Yeah, he might be. But I also thought about, all sorts of chants and pictures and paintings and stuff like that,
Yeah.
So here's a book written by Rodney Stark called God's Battalions, The Case for the Crusades. Interesting book. It's not that difficult of a read, but it goes through like the historical data and all that stuff. And it's challenging to the way people typically understand the Crusades. He focuses on the First Crusade. There you go. Emil's in the chat and Emil posted this. I recommend that you guys go through it and you have an accurate historical kind of understanding of what the Crusades were, but because they're religious, but they're also political, but like immediately they're religious because the Muslims are attacking and they're killing a bunch of people. So can people defend themselves? Like politically, what does that look like? What does it look like when you get warriors, when you get the Crusaders going into a place and then taking over, and kind of how that stuff, just there's a messiness of the way people act. And so, yeah, I would have a more realistic image of what they were. What was the most awkward, intense exchange at ETS? Can be between scholars or friends. The most awkward or intense exchange at ETS. This is my opinion. Okay. So let me actually put this up. Tim McGrew gave a talk. So this is Tim McGrew. He's a brilliant thinker, philosopher. So Tim McGrew gave a talk, and the talk was titled Philosopher Amongst Theologians. And he was essentially calling out New Testament theologians about their incorrect use of logic in the papers and books they write. And he was saying that it should be the job of the philosophers to correct them on this stuff. And he gave a good amount of examples from various philosophers. And this was one of the plenary sessions at EPS. So it was interesting. I think Tim was very nice because Tim and Mike Licona have gone at it over various issues. But I think he was very gracious in his delivery. The paper was good. It could have been a lot more like it wasn't as academic as I expected it to be. But yeah, I would say that was, I don't know, that's the thing that comes to my mind is, it's weird, like calling out people that might be sitting in the room. That's always like weird. And so, but yeah, it's what scholarship's about. You should have the freedom to go and criticize folks in various ways. So
are there any I guess there are atheists. I was going to say, are there any atheists who attend, but the debate had...
No, the debate was at a conference. So the debate was not ETS, EPS. The debate was Sound Faith Conference. That happens on the tail end of it. Yeah, it's a completely different event. Okay. Sometimes they will have individuals come in who are not evangelicals for the purposes of dialogues. Like, you're having a dialogue on genetics and the historical Adam and Eve and stuff. So a number of years ago when Bill Craig wrote his book and they had that dialogue, one of the panelists was a lady who wasn't a Christian, but she was a geneticist. And so they wanted her to be interacting with the material. So you'll have individuals like this coming in for those purposes. Rodney Stark.
And then as far as the attendees go, you would say all of them are Christians, or at least professing Christians.
Well, yeah, in order for you to go, you got to be a member of the Evangelical Theological Society or the Evangelical Philosophical Society. And so there are things. I mean, it's doctrinally, I would say quite a bit of people have different positions. And so you're going to see theological differences, which is fine. But yeah. He's an American sociologist of religion too. Excellent source. Yeah. Think a lot about the theological perspective with the Pope promising salvation to people for going to war with the infidels. Yeah, I mean, there could be all sorts of theological issues, correct. But initially the justification, I think Pope Urban, if I'm not mistaken, calls for the First Crusade. And the justification there is the Muslims are invading and they are killing our Christian brothers in the Byzantine lands. We need to go to their aid. And that's the call for the crusade. But I do think there's some theological issues there. Actually, how much does it cost to enter each of those conferences? I wonder if I can guess the amount. So I'll give you here. It's not; these things aren't a secret, right? They don't belong to a certain secret society. And so it's different because if you sign up at a certain time, it's cheaper. If you leave it late, it gets more expensive. So I don't think they have anything up for next year. These have, by the way, these have been going on for a very, very long time. So let me see. I'm trying to find future. Annual meeting.
Yeva's the smartest girl we got in this chat. I gotta say that much.
100%. Future themes and venues, for example, right? So, they don't have any more information. So the next year, Denver. Following year, Washington D.C. My kids.
Wow, that's cool.
I told my family I want to take you guys to one of these. And I said next year, and I was like, no, you know what? It'd be better for you guys to come to DC because then they can go and see sites and all that stuff. It'd be really cool. And then my daughter goes, can we go see Donald Trump?
I mean, he'll still be there.
And I was like, yeah, he'll still be there. Maybe we can get a. And then the following year, so here's the themes for these next 3 years. Next year, defending the faith. Which is really awesome. The future evangelicalism, and then atonement in 2028.
That's crazy that they have that plan 3 years ahead of time.
Yeah, and the locations and everything, you know. So, hopefully, God willing, I've made up my mind. God willing, I'm going to be presenting a paper next year. So I'll work on that, prepare it, get an early run on it, submit it, and hopefully it'll get accepted. And I can present the paper, which I've never done before. So.
And then we can go skiing somewhere in Colorado to celebrate.
There's Nick. Nick says it's under $100 for ETS, I think. Yeah, if you sign up in time, it is. If you don't sign up in time, it's not. There's always that moment when two scholars forget they are in public setting and snark and sass come out. That is true. I've seen that happen. So yeah, that was essentially like the cold didn't appreciate it as much. You know, it was annoying at the layer up, and then like we'd walk. We were staying about like 6-7 minutes away, like walking distance from where the conference was being held. And so we would walk there, and you'd work up a sweat walking there, and then you'd go in there, and you got to take these layers off, and it's just that stuff is just for me. I'm a California boy, man. I really enjoy the weather here.
Austin.
So like last night, I was in like short sleeve when we had our Christmas event. You were sort of involved in putting. Sorry, not Christmas event, Thanksgiving event. You were sort of involved at putting together this Thanksgiving event, Tom. Very well done, by the way.
Yeah.
I know there was a lot of help and other people did a lot of work, and props to them. But that was really cool. It was really, really cool to see the turnout.
And our church is growing, so we had very limited space trying to fit. I can't believe we fit over 90 people in that tiny little space. But let me tell you what happened afterwards. So I was leaving to come home, and I parked my car. I opened the door to grab a couple stuff I needed, and when I opened my passenger door, I almost fainted.
Go away.
Because I almost fainted because there was chicken curry all over my seat and all over my car, and this is my brand new car, 2025. On my seats, on my floor, on my carpets. I mean, and I had no idea. I didn't know.
Who put that in your car?
My brother put it in my car. And nobody told me it was put in my car. Your wife told me she was going to give me some food, but nobody told me it was being put in my car. So I had no idea when I was driving. Even when I sat in the car and I was driving, I had no idea there was chicken curry in my car. So who knows? I might have turned somewhere and it was on the seat. So anyways, me and my
I've had that happen, by the way. Getting that
my
out.
Sweet wife, who's listening in the other room and commenting on text messages. Her and I, we were outside till probably midnight, probably an hour and a half. And when I tell you what we were doing, guys, first we got all the curry juice, like like soaking it up, and then I ended up bringing out my pressure washer that I recently bought from Harbor Freights, and I actually started pressure washing inside of the car, like the carpets and stuff. But there was those I forgot what they're called, but the leather seats that have the holes in it.
Yeah.
It's something with a P. I always forget. Proliferated leather. I think that's what it's called. So the curry juice was inside of those, and I couldn't get it out. It's like, what do I do? What do I do? Anyways, we tried everything till midnight.
You need air. You need air. You need compressed air for that.
Yeah, we did the best we could, but then I went on to ChatGPT and I was like, I have to share my grievances. And ChatGPT said, don't worry, take a rest, you deal with it in the morning, it's easy to get it out. But I couldn't. So at night I started yelping mobile car washes. Finally found a guy, really good reviews. He's like, I'll be there 8 in the morning. Guy came 8 in the morning on time, did his whole thing. My car looks brand spanking new. I mean, it's a 2025 brand new car, but it looks newer than when I got it. I was looking through all those holes. But here's the best part of the story is that there was so much chicken curry that I still have enough to have for lunch and dinner with my
Your wife
family.
just ate it all.
Oh no, I can smell it. I know she's cooking.
It says, I just had that delicious curry for lunch. I could live off of it.
It was painful, man. Because in one way, I was like, "No, my car." And I was like, "The chicken curry." But we ended up.
Jerome says, "Is that the same car that he was in?"
Yeah, same car.
Jamie says, "Hey, man, I got married November 1st." Man, Jamie, congratulations, bro. He said, "I'm pretty stoked. You better be." Congratulations, Jamie. Oh, you know what's something funny that happened?
That's a great cheer, by the way. Keeps going.
I know. You know what's funny? Something funny that happened. When we were on Hot Tunes Live, Sean from Kingdom and Context came in there. And it was a really interesting conversation between Sean and the stuff he was saying, and then Anthony Rogers.
I've been listening to a lot of Alex O'Connor recently, and not like the random conversations he has, but kind of the deeper questions about the biblical questions he has, but especially about John and stuff. And dude, the guy is so interesting. I don't know if you watched his video with Bear Grylls.
I watched not all of it, but
so there's a snippet where he talks about Christianity being more plausible than he thought it would be before, and he talks about how John the Baptist is his favorite character and stuff like that in the Bible, and kind of gives these like very rosy things about the Bible. And then apparently, because he just put out a really interesting video, apparently there was like hundreds of Christian accounts that were like, Alex O'Connor is now a Christian, he finally admits it, all these like crazy, dude, it was so cringe, like I was cringing inside. But he put out a video saying like, why do you guys do this kind of stuff? Like, just because I think it's more plausible than I did when I was a teenager doesn't mean like you need. And in my head, I was like, man, Christians, you guys suck. Like, even if the guy were on the journey and we're all hoping that he is on the journey, it's like, just let it naturally happen. Like, don't like get ahead of it and have this awkward thing where like Christians are so cringe and they're like waiting for this to happen or like proclaiming it. It was, anyways. But he's been really interesting, man. I'd love for you to get Alex on your channel. I think that would be super cool conversation. You should consider that.
Well, if I had, I don't have a direct line of communication with Alex, so
we can make it happen, brother.
Jesse, bro, I ate. My wife made curry, but yesterday I ate only one kind of curry. And I ate the curry that Jesse had made.
Was it good?
Oh, it was amazing. It was absolutely amazing.
I don't know which one I had, by the way. Did
you have the bright like yellow one? Or the like brownish one?
I think it was lighter colored.
Yeah, then that was probably the other one. I had chicken curry oil all over me last night as well. It somehow leaked from the container while we were coming.
Oh my goodness.
No, you guys.
What's going on? with the chicken curry sauce invading our cars.
No, hey man, Jesse can cook, bro. Every opportunity, if Jesse's gonna cook Indian food, like I was told Jesse wasn't gonna cook yesterday, and I was bummed. Like Aras was like, "Yeah, I don't think Jesse's gonna cook," and then I was like, "What?" It's like, "No, that can't." I was bummed, so I showed up. I was like, "Man," and then when I saw she had cooked, I got really excited. It was excellent food. And that's one of the things we said. I'm drooling, bro.
Yeah, I'm getting hungry right now.
Somebody said we were eating yesterday and stuff, and somebody said, "Man, there's a lot of really good cooks at this church." And I was like, "Seriously, look around." Like the guys made like ham. My brother made ham. Saad made like pork. Like they smoked it, they barbecued it, they mashed potato. It was excellent,
steaks.
man.
We had steaks. We had some.
Yeah, the steaks they cooked like Hachi made steaks right there and then on the Simple Grill. Right?
Yes,
Do you want
sir.
to talk about the Simple Grill a little bit?
Yeah, I don't know if your audience knows, but I've joined the Simple Grill team. Simple Grill, guys, you could check it out on Amazon. But I'm
gonna pull up the website.
Yeah, it's a nice collapsible grill. Fits straight into your car. There it is.
It's in the car. This is the Simple Grill. I have one. I have one. Big
I gave one to Nishan yesterday as well, so he has one. I was like, "Hey, bro, have it, but send me some nice content when you cook."
Yeah.
So yeah, we cooked on that. I'm sending you some pictures right now of the event if you want to pull it up.
Yeah. So you can you can do all sorts of barbecue stuff on this. All sorts of really fun stuff. You can do kebabs, but you can also do steaks and stuff like that. So
yeah. So we use the Simple Grill to.
I don't want to. Do I want to show those pictures? I'm not sure if
I just sent you one. You can show that. It's fine.
Yeah, but some people are in. They might not be.
Oh, okay.
I'm not going to show it. Yeah.
It was a great time, man. It was a great time. So what else? You got any more videos for us, or I feel like, man,
text. I want to know what's going on here.
If I was with you, I would have gotten some amazing content.
I don't know why I'm showing all this stuff. Oh gosh, my screen wasn't in front of me, so whatever. So yeah, grill like a boss.
That's right.
It's a grill. It's a very, very cool collapsible grill. So if folks want to buy it, I guess like it'll be a really good Christmas present.
It is very cool.
So you're the what now? You're of this Simple Grill. Not only are you a podcaster, but you're also.
I'm the CEO of the Simple Grill.
CEO of the Simple Grill. So you guys can go check out the story. Has the updates been? Have they put up the updates on all this?
I mean, we've updated the Instagram pages, but not on the website. We got to do it on the website.
Okay.
Yeah.
So these are the products.
We're on Amazon too, guys. If you guys want to?
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh man, drop a link to.
Yeah.
The chat.
I will.
Like it's a really cool Father's Day gift, by the way, but it's also a cool Christmas gift you can buy if your family members like grilling and all that stuff. And it's small enough where you can just throw it in the back of your car and show up to a park or show up to a beach or something like that. And or even yesterday, like they pulled out I think 2 of them and just cooked some really, really good steaks.
That's right.
Yeva says she owns a Simple Grill. And took it to the park for barbecue. Was great to work with. Yeah,
amazing. Happy customers.
Jerome said, "I always forget that I never saw Saad when I was there. Not sure how that happened. Was Saad sick? Right. I think Saad was sick.
I don't know what was going on with Saad.
I think he was sick when Jerome was here. We also had a Thanksgiving. Ivan says we also had a Thanksgiving feast at our church. Dominican, Cuban, Puerto Rican, Pernil pork.
That sounds good.
Dude.
Wow.
Flan for dessert. Come on now.
Guys, we're having a Christmas concert at our church on the 13th. If any of you guys are local, Nick, if you want to come to that, bring some of your people. It's going to be similar to Praise with Reason in the sense that
The music.
we're going to go all out on worship and things of that sort.
And then I'm also going to give a talk on the incarnation.
Yeah. If anyone wants to come to that.
I don't know if I am
Are
or
you?
not. I just made that up.
No, I thought you were going to say something that
I think so. I think I'm doing the talk, but I haven't prepared the talk.
we got our kids performing. Come by.
Bill Bob says, where can we watch the debates from the conference? Just joined. Apologies if you already answered. I have not answered. So the debate, it's one debate. Well, the Dale Allison one was. So you guys, Sound Faith Consulting, Tyson from Sound Faith Consulting will be releasing that stuff. So that's not on me. That's Tyson's doing. My assumption is that he'll be releasing those gradually. Tom, we need to release our talks from our conference.
Yeah, we will. This week we'll start releasing.
Okay, so I think we'll release. There it is. Okay, so I think we'll release. And you still haven't given my flash drive back.
Yeah.
I think we'll release.
I kind of liked it. I kind of like the flash drive.
Mine?
I like this. Why don't you give
that's
this
not
to
mine. That's the Samsung ones.
Okay. Oh,
Mine's
that's not
the
yours.
SanDisk
Which one's
one.
yours?
Mine's the SanDisk one.
Oh, it's probably on my desk somewhere.
So Black Friday's coming up. There's usually really good deals on like 1 terabyte, 2 terabyte flash drives. That's mine.
There it is.
On Amazon. So I'll probably pick up another one this year. For one. I want to see PC. I'll be at ETS next year.
That would be hilarious, man.
Please, I'll be walking through.
That would be hilarious. There's no way they'd let Pasabi stay for longer than 30 minutes.
No, they won't. Like in the middle of the talk on Islam, Pasabi would like, that's not true. Jesus didn't say that. Muhammad said that.
So does Nick usually come to these things?
Quint?
Yeah.
Yes, he goes to ETS.
But he was a little busy this year.
Well, he can show up as my guest. He can correct our heresies live. That's funny. It's funny. Okay. Do you have any resources? Yes, I do. Yes. Do you have any resources on the basics of the study of logic? Yes. There's a book I can recommend, Socratic Logic by Peter Kreeft. Socratic Logic by Peter Kreeft. Subtitle: A logic text using Socratic method, Platonic questions, and Aristotelian principles. If you go through this book, you'll start thinking straight. I don't know. I have to update the book recommendations I have in my description box, but that might be in there. You might want to go, for those who want to know what books I would recommend for folks on different issues, go into the description box. It says book recommendations, hit the link, and it'll take you to a Google sheet that breaks it down, like, history stuff, theology and apologetics and various things. They're just basic recommendations, I think, just generally for people who are interested in starting to read some of this stuff. So go check it out. Arthur, you'll be happy, sad maybe, to find out that Manchester United lost to Everton just now. Well, that's not a bad thing. But I probably shouldn't be talking much about soccer considering the way Liverpool are playing right now, which is horrendous. Frustratingly bad. Wow, 1-0. Good job, Everton. Well done. Liverpool sitting in a comfortable 12th place in the league. Champions of last year. Let the Everton fans be happy. They're in 11th place, just ahead of us. You know, it's funny. Liverpool has tied no games this season. They've either won or lost. 6-6.
6-6.
If Arsenal doesn't win the title this year, Jerome, you guys are going to be just laughed out of every single pub in the world. This is the opportunity. This is their opportunity to do it. And if they don't do it, great shame. But we're just 11 points behind. Thank you. Take your advice from last time about finding a good commentary, and I've been very satisfied on the commentary in Judges that I got. What was the commentary I recommended for you? You're very welcome. Thank you. Well, Apologia Center was Peter's dream about food. Why or why not? So it wasn't a dream, it was a vision. And no, it wasn't about food because the immediate fulfillment of that happens right afterwards, where Cornelius's servants come because God's spoken to Cornelius and said, send servants to Peter's house. So it has to do with the inclusion of the Gentiles that Peter needs to accept what God is doing. So that has nothing to do with food. The immediate context there has zero things to do with food. It's God is using a food analogy to help Peter understand that he has accepted all people and that Peter has no right to say the things that God has accepted, he shouldn't accept. Yo, look at this guy. Aura the Great, 818. Tell us how you really feel about yourself.
That sounds like an AIM.
It probably is. He probably made it way back in there. No, you just told me about the website that shows the top rated commenters. Okay, perfect. Yes. Yeah. I don't know if you can go wrong with like that rating in regards to getting good commentaries. Excellent. Spoke to some Logos reps there, by the way. And so they knew about me, which was really good. They're part of the team that does promotionals and stuff. They're like, yeah, man, we like what's going on. I was like, man, my Instagram video has like 300,000 views. It's crazy. Killing it. I gotta make more like Logos content. Tom, the other thing is that I've had a number of people now approach me for like sponsorship sort of stuff. So.
Really?
And then YouTube, I just realized I was talking to someone at the conference and I was like, oh man, how do you do your sponsorships and all this stuff? He said, oh, I do it like through YouTube. Because YouTube, and I haven't like activated mine. It's there. I haven't activated it. Where YouTube will send you recommendation of companies who want to like.
Oh, that's cool.
The promotions, and so you like connect with them, and then you.
Oh, these would be like promotions you read out.
Yeah, so you like you're doing a video, and then in the middle of it you go this video is sponsored by, this water bottle. It's good.
Yeah,
go check it out. So, I might do that. I mean that depends on the thing being advertised. I mean, I wouldn't just want to randomly advertise stuff. But somebody recommended to me and said, Arthur, you should. I was like, maybe I should do a beard oil thing, a commercial. And then the person said, maybe you should have your own beard oil.
Ooh,
and I was like, that's actually not a bad idea. We can use my silhouette thing that we have.
That would be cool.
What would our tagline be?
It would be like geared towards Christian men.
Be a real man. Be a man. Do you want to have a magnificent beard like this? Use my beard oil. But yeah, I was like, I don't even know where to start in regards to like producing and what the cost would be, but that'd be kind of cool thing to have in the future.
I feel like that's very doable for you.
Apologetics beard oil. I don't know. Maybe we can call it something like who's like a Justin Martyr beard oil or something. Merchandising.
Hurry up before Michael Knowles takes your idea.
Merchandising. Yep, merchandising. That's exactly what it is. I use the beard oil I actually use is called Honest Amish.
I've heard of that one.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I don't typically like beard oils that are like very scented. Like some of them have like strong scents. When I was in Armenia, I actually met with someone about producing beard oils in Armenia. I met like with a chemist lady. And because I was like, look, there's a lot of apricots in Armenia. Like the base could be apricot seed oil. But she explained to me on how the other oils like aren't available in Armenia. You'd have to have them shipped in and all this stuff. It's a lot more complicated. And so yeah. My son is a man's man, no beard, thankfully. Salwa, I'm gonna absolutely judge you right now. So I'm glad your son is a man's man, but if he were to grow a beard, he would be a man's man.
Mm.
Don't hate on the beards. Just no, not on this channel. Almost every guest we've ever had has had a beard. So, yeah.
One of the name suggestions ChatGPT gave was the upper groom.
That's funny. The upper groom. Yeah, it's too that's too like wedding-y kind of vibe to it.
Yeah.
Bro, did everybody just take curry home yesterday? What is this? Eating your wife's curry as we speak for lunch. It was
how much curry was there?
By my new wife.
Great job, Ara.
Ara's made a lot of curry. She overdid it. I think we took altogether. I brought 5 pots, but that included rice as well. So it might have been like 3 pots of curry and 2 of rice. You should call it Zoran Manzani. Hey,
another one was Martin Luber.
What happened with Zoran meeting with President Trump? You probably saw that.
Oh, it was hilarious, man.
Someone asked him about like fascism, and they were calling Trump a fascist, and Trump was like, "Go ahead, say it. It's okay."
Yeah, he was trying to say give some political answer back, and Trump's like, just tell him you agree. It's easier that way. Don't explain yourself.
Everybody took all this curry home. I don't think my wife brought any curry home.
Sucks for you.
I might have. She might have. I just might have, because she came home separately from me. I had a very, very pleasant conversation with a gentleman yesterday that I was out. We were there. That's a good one, actually. We were there till like 10:30, Tom. I talked to this gentleman for like 2 hours. So it was a really, really good conversation.
That's awesome.
What happens if your parents get upset at you having a beard? I disown them. I tell them they're not my parents anymore. It's done. What do you mean they get upset? They gave birth to me. They gave me the genes to grow this beard, and then they get upset at me having a one? Come on, man. My dad, ironically, my dad is of a generation where, in his younger years, he dressed like a hippie. He had long hair and a beard and wore bell bottoms. And there's pictures to prove that stuff. And then, like, when I started growing a beard out, my dad was like, "What are you doing? You need to shave." My dad shaves every single day. And I was like, "Well, you're such a hypocrite." Like, when you were my age, you had a gigantic beard. Like, I have pictures to prove it, bro. And not only did you have a beard, you went through this whole phase of having a mustache that like came down like handlebar mustache. What are you doing? Let me enjoy my life. So yeah, she says, "Haha, nope, never like beards, ever. I grew up among so many bears." She means beards. "My son is a true man, actually an Iron Man too." I believe your son is a true man. I didn't in any way question the the manhood, the manliness of your son. I'm just saying if you were to grow a beard, it would like triple.
Yeah, easily.
At least, at the very least. I can see why you would have a hard time considering that. The thing is that you grew up next to Muslim beards. And those are different, you know? Those are different. Those
They
aren't
don't have
as...
they don't have the stash. They just have
they
the.
gotta have the stash. All of it. 2 of your pots are at my house. I have the rice pot. This is excellent. Yeah, my wife didn't bring anything home.
She just didn't want to do the dishes. She's like, if I give them,
I think so. The onto lotion, bro. That's a good one. Most good business ideas start with someone who's intimate with the industry in the same way. It would be cool if the name was a play off a Bible character like Samson or someone strong like that. Like John the Baptist. Locust and honey. Locust and honey beard oil. And we actually put locust in the beard oil. It's oil from locust.
Samson's would be Delilah's regret.
It's so bad. It's so bad and cheesy. Yes, grow a beard, Jerome. You'll become triple the man.
Jawbone drip. I like that.
Oh, that's a good one.
Jawbone drip.
Yeah. Beard oil name, Solomon's Mane. That's a good one.
Unshaven glory.
I remember there used to be a group of Baptists that said having a beard was from Satan. Antonio, I'm dead. Like they completely ignore the fact that Isaiah prophesies about the Messiah, talking about how his beard will be pulled out, right? These people just don't read the Bible. Oh, she says, no, I didn't grow up next to Muslim beards. I grew up next to Christian Lebanese beards. In Lebanon, they're everywhere. In Australia, they are too. We just wanted free hair, man. Mazi Yur. That's funny. Arthur, and then what? Disown my parents? No, once you grow it, the great glory of your beard will automatically convince your parents that it's a completely fine thing to do. They'll look at your glorious face and say, wow, what have we been keeping our son away from? He is thrice the man, they will say. Maybe that should be the beard oil's name. Thrice the man.
Thrice the man.
Okay, let's see. I haven't had lunch. You guys are all talking about all the curry you've been eating. I'm like, I'm dying here.
Yeah, let's go eat. I'm dying too.
You haven't had lunch either?
I haven't.
Okay.
You know what I'm having today? I'm gonna go lick it from my car mats.
Oh gosh, it's disgusting.
I should have just ate it last night.
You know what you should have said? What you should have said? You should have said, you know, all the curry spilled, it was all over my car and stuff, and we got it with the rags and we were cleaning it and then we were squeezing it back in the pot so we can eat it. That's what you should have said.
Dude, my car still smells like chicken juice though. Oh man.
Get some nice air refreshers. So here's the issue. Okay, so finally you confessed with your issue with beards. I married an Aussie man and he can't grow a beard. So what's happening here, in my observation, is that you are keeping the men in your family from growing beards so that your husband is comfortable around them. But come on. If your son has the genetics to grow a beard, let him grow a beard. Let him grow a beard. It's okay. Okay. By the way, obviously, everybody, hopefully you guys know we're playing about this stuff. But grow beards. I just think they just make you look so much better.
That's right.
They really, like if Tom shaved, like we wouldn't take him seriously.
No way. This is already like very low.
Bro, I shaved. Vocab sent me a video that he just posted, and I was like, "Hey man, put me as a collaborator on that." And then he did, and I'm cleanly shaven in that video. And I was looking, I was like, how can somebody take this guy seriously? Look at this. This was a stream we did a while ago. And is this it? 5 days ago, 3 days ago, 1 day ago. Yeah, here.
Of truth, and I know his name.
Look at this. That's me. How can you take that guy seriously?
That's funny.
Look at this.
And terrible lighting too. Oh my god.
That was the orange days. I was doing that so people can, So I'm talking here. It really, really does. You got to know when somebody's... I don't want to listen to him. He doesn't know what he's saying. So I disagreed. Look at this guy. Great shame.
That's good.
Great shame. To be Arthur's friend, you need one, apparently. Correct. Like, so if you don't have a beard, I can be acquaintances with you, but I can't be friends with you. This is the case. You won't. You have to if you come to my house.
Unless you're a woman, it's fine.
Well,
we
yeah,
don't want
obviously.
women. We don't want women.
But I can't. But I'm not friends with women like that. I'm not friends with women like that. Beards are like makeup for men. Instant transformation. Well, they don't grow instantly. Just saying. Oh, okay. So this is different. Now you're making me feel bad. You're saying your son can't grow a beard if he wants. He's like his dad. Patchy, even though he's so Lebanese. He looks and characteristics. Look, it's okay for a beard to be patchy. Everyone's beard. I listened to a Jewish rabbi one time. And they were talking about beards and growing beards. Because of the Levitical law and all that stuff, right? And then he said, nobody should complain about their beards. Everyone special is sacred to them, given by Hashem.
That's good.
It's instant when you shave. Well, yeah, I mean, if you shave, then, yeah, but it's not, then that's like not putting makeup on.
Yeah, that's true.
I definitely didn't have a beard when I was at your house. That's because we made a special exception for you. You traveled the vast distances to be here. So we forgave your sins.
I mean, you had some strings of hair on you. There was some stuff happening.
Yeah, there's some activity. Beards are for lazy men? Oh, that's not true. Oh, don't make me fight you on this. Don't do that. Okay. It takes a lot to take care of a beard, right? It's like saying women who have long hair is for lazy women. That's not true. It takes a lot to take care of it. Shampoo, conditioner, oil. You got to take care of it, man.
Right. You got to brush through it.
Yeah, you got to brush through it. You got to make it's orderly and stuff like that. That you don't have crumbs in there and stuff. Like Tom has crumbs in his beard all the time.
I used to when my beard was long.
Yeah, your beard is controllable right now. Ad hoc rule creation. It's not ad hoc. It's the truth. Okay, I'm hungry. I'll say wild, crazy stuff. So we'll end the stream here. Hey guys, thanks for hanging out with us. I just realized that if you don't post on YouTube and then you post, nobody sees the notifications to what you've done. Honestly, that's 100%. I'm convinced of it. So, yeah, I think I'm going to be editing some stuff. Tom, I'm going to call you. I think there might be an easier way to upload all that stuff. It's all edited, right?
Yep. Yeah.
Okay. I think instead of going through trying to get that from you, I might just give you access and have you upload it, and then I'll take care of the rest. As Solomon said, vanity, vanity, all is vanity. And as Solomon also said, do not forget to brush your beard. Now you might ask me where Solomon said that. You have to search the scriptures to find that one. But you might not. To be fair, I got a haircut and shaved the day before I left. My mom would have been sad if I didn't. That's fine. He didn't want to. He just blamed his mom for it, by the way. He's like, it's not my mom's fault. I came there without a beard. Sorry, it's not my fault. It's my mom's fault. It's okay. Your mom's awesome. She let you come and hang out with a bunch of strangers across the world. So, okay. Tom, thanks for joining me.
Yeah, man. This was nice.
I think we can do this in the future. Like, I don't want to see your face in my office, and we can just, just play.
Why not?
If it's too much work and stuff like that for you to end up in the office, we can always do this. We can maybe even hook you up with a good mic, and then you'll be like complete. But your mic's been pretty decent. What mic are you using?
It's just like a regular mic.
Like a singing song mic?
Yeah, like a regular mic.
Yeah. This is a good thing when you got a guy who actually knows technology. I didn't have to like... Oh, big shout out. Big shout out. Before we go, big shout out to JP, the Uncut. Big shout out, man. JP drove from New York to Boston to see us. So he says, Arthur, I drove 7 hours just to see you. You're my guy. JP also gave me a ride to the airport on the final day. Highly appreciated. Big shout out to him. He reminded me of something that I said we'd do, and I guess we never did it because I thought it was supposed to be on his channel, and he was like, no, man, you're wrong. It was on your channel. He was supposed to come on my channel, and what we were supposed to do is he was supposed to ask me, like, I think 20 rapid-fire questions. It was supposed to take 4 hours, but he got, like, stuck in traffic, so it took him way longer to get to Boston. And yeah, so it was supposed to be essentially on my channel hosted, but he was going to ask me like rapid fire questions, and I was going to answer them and all that stuff. So big shout out to, no, I said he came to see us. He said, no, to see you. I appreciate that, JP. Hopefully we'll see JP in March. So with all that said, folks, God bless you guys. Thanks for hanging out. Tom, again, thanks for hanging out. And then we will see you later. I'm gonna try to post more videos, and I've been encouraged before I go. I've just been encouraged hanging out with a bunch of those guys and learning stuff about them, like from them. Like, oh, how do you do this? How do you do that? How to get more traction? I told one of the guys there that, come on, man, I want to hit, you guys need to like help boost me. I got to hit 10,000 by the end of the year. And then somebody said, what? You're not at 10,000 yet? Like, bro, we thought you were like way beyond that. Like your channel's way bigger than that. And I was like, no, I just pretend like it is. So share the stuff out, guys. We really, really, really want to hit 10,000 by the end of the year. We have, what is it? We have like a month and a half left to do that.
It's possible.
No, we have a month left, essentially, no? It's November, yeah. Not even a month and a half. We are at 96.48. We want to hit 10,000 by the end of the year. Let's do it. Okay, I'll answer this question before I go. How do you guys hear about those ETS conferences, and how much are they? So the question's kind of weird. They're not. The ETS is a conference in itself. How do we hear it? My professor told me I need to go to one, and I started going to one in 2012. Since 2012, I've probably been, I probably have missed 3 or 4. So I've been to a lot of ETS conferences since 2012. Yeah, my professor told me the other conferences, just again, folks that we know and we meet, they're friends, people who run ministries, all that stuff. So yeah, with all that said, God bless you guys, and we'll see you later. Tom, peace out.
You guys.